What's happening, everyone, and welcome back to the Roger Report. The news cycle is absolutely blazing, and we've got a packed show that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. From groundbreaking career moves to unexpected challenges, the world is buzzing, and we're here to break it all down for you. Get ready for some major updates that are set to shake things up. We're diving headfirst into the stories that everyone will be talking about, so buckle up, because this is going to be a fast one. First up, a true game-changer is making waves with a massive career announcement that's already got the internet buzzing. Then, we're tracking a significant development concerning a star player's health and availability, impacting team dynamics and fan expectations. Following that, we'll uncover the details of a concerning situation involving a public figure and an individual who crossed the line, shedding light on safety and security. And finally, we're looking at how a team is navigating a critical period, rallying together and drawing inspiration even in the face of adversity. Don't go anywhere, because these are the updates you need to know. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out. A new era dawns. Get ready for a major career milestone. The iconic Caitlin Clark is officially stepping into a new phase of her professional journey, and it's all about solidifying her brand. In a move that's sending ripples through the sports world, Clark has just unveiled her very own official logo. This isn't just any logo. It's a powerful symbol representing her unique identity and upcoming ventures. The design features two interlocking C's, a sleek and memorable mark that's already generating significant buzz online. This reveal comes as anticipation builds for her highly anticipated signature shoe and apparel line. Nike, recognizing Clark's immense impact and marketability, has inked her to a landmark deal, reportedly an 8-year, $28 million contract, making it the largest ever for a female basketball player. While other major brands like Under Armour, Adidas, and Puma also vied for her endorsement, Clark chose to align with Nike, a decision that underscores her strategic career planning. The initial drop from this partnership will include a logo apparel collection, slated for release later this year. For fans eager to get their hands on the much-talked-about signature shoe, that is expected to hit the market in 2026, with a full apparel collection accompanying it. This collaboration extends beyond footwear and apparel. Clark has also made history by becoming the first athlete since Michael Jordan to secure an exclusive deal with Wilson for her own signature basketball collection. This multifaceted approach to building her brand highlights Clark's ambition and her deep understanding of her market value. Despite facing challenges on the court this season, including a groin injury that has limited her playtime to just 13 games, her influence off the court is undeniable. The Indiana Fever, currently holding on to an 8th seed in the WNBA standings, are navigating these challenges, with hopes that Clark's return will bolster their playoff push. Her presence, even when sidelined, continues to energize the team and captivate fans, proving that her impact transcends her on-court performance. This logo debut is more than just a branding exercise. It's a declaration of Clark's enduring legacy and her significant influence in the sports and lifestyle industry. Fans are ecstatic about the new logo, seeing it as a symbol of Clark's growing influence and a promise of exciting new products. Analysts are calling this a pivotal moment for women's sports endorsements. But the story doesn't end with exciting career news. We're also getting critical updates on Clark's health and her team's ongoing season. And that leads us to our next major update. On the sidelines, but still leading, fans of the Indiana Fever will have to wait a little longer to see their star player back on the court. Caitlin Clark has been officially ruled out for Tuesday's home game against the Seattle Storm as she continues her recovery from a right groin injury. This latest update confirms that Clark's return to the game is being managed with a focus on her long-term health, a sentiment echoed by head coach Stephanie White. "I think the experience throughout the year, trying to come back quickly, taught her that she needs to make sure she's 100%, White stated, emphasizing the priority placed on Clark's complete recovery. While every competitor, including Clark, is eager to play, the team is prioritizing her wellness after a couple of recent setbacks. This means fans will miss her presence for what will be her 25th regular season game missed. Notably, she also sat out the Commissioner's Cup championship game and the All-Star Game festivities earlier in the season. Clark has been averaging 16.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 8.8 assists per game in the 13 games she has played this season. Adding to the challenges, reports indicate she also suffered a bone bruise in her ankle during practice, though this is not expected to significantly alter her recovery timeline. The Fever have a notable record with Clark in the lineup, going 8-5, compared to an 11-13 record without her in the regular season. Despite these absences, the team managed a victory against the Minnesota Lynx in the Commissioner's Cup. Currently, the Indiana Fever stand at 6th in the WNBA standings with a 19-17 record. The team is battling for a playoff spot, and Clark's eventual return could be a significant boost. The coaching staff is focused on ensuring she is fully healthy before rejoining the team, a decision that reflects a broader commitment to her career longevity and impact on the sport. The situation highlights the delicate balance between immediate competitive needs and the strategic management of a franchise player's health. Fans are expressing a mix of understanding and impatience regarding Clark's extended absence, while analysts are closely watching how the Fever perform without their star. The team's playoff chances are a major topic of discussion. While the focus is on her recovery, Clark has recently been the subject of a disturbing personal security incident that has now come to light. And that brings us to our next critical report. Behind bars, the Stalker sentence. In a concerning turn of events that highlights the darker side of public attention, Caitlin Clark has been the target of a persistent stalker, Michael Lewis, whose troubling behavior has now led to his imprisonment. From late 2024 into early 2025, Lewis engaged in extensive harassment of the WNBA superstar. The details emerging from court documents paint a disturbing picture of his actions. Lewis, who resided in Denton, Texas, initiated contact with Clark by sending over 800 messages between December 2024 and January 2025. Many of these messages were reportedly threatening and sexually charged, according to reports from The Athletic. His fixation went beyond digital communication. Lewis reportedly drove all the way from Texas to Indianapolis, where he was observed driving past the Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the home arena of the Indiana Fever, on multiple occasions. Authorities became aware of his activities when they discovered Lewis had purchased tickets to a women's basketball game at Butler University, an event Clark was scheduled to attend. This led to an encounter with FBI agents in January 2025, who located him at an Indianapolis hotel. During questioning, Lewis downplayed his actions, claiming he was in an imaginary relationship with Clark and that his communications did not involve threats. He asserted he was in Indianapolis for a vacation and allowed agents to search his room for weapons. The FBI agents warned him to cease his online activity related to Clark, which he agreed to. However, Lewis's behavior did not cease, and he was arrested and charged with stalking just days after his interaction with the FBI. Court documents reveal that Clark was significantly affected by his behavior, leading her to alter her public appearance schedule due to safety concerns. The situation culminated in court, where Lewis reportedly declared himself guilty as charged and asked the judge to throw me the book, while also complaining about not receiving necessary medication for unspecified mental health issues. He was ultimately sentenced to 2.5 years in prison, receiving credit for time already served. The sentence includes a prohibition on any contact with Clark and a ban from events associated with the Indiana Fever and the Pacers organization. This case serves as a stark reminder of the challenges public figures face regarding personal safety and the legal ramifications of obsessive behavior. Public reaction has been a mixture of shock and support for Clark's safety. Legal analysts are discussing the effectiveness of the stalking laws and their enforcement in such cases. Even with these off-court challenges and ongoing recovery, Clark remains a powerful presence for her team as they push for the playoffs. And that brings us to our final story of the day. Inspiring from the sidelines. As the Indiana Fever continue their fight for a playoff spot, they're doing so without their star rookie, Caitlin Clark, who remains sidelined due to a groin injury sustained in mid-July. Clark missed her 15th consecutive game in a recent loss to the Minnesota Lynx, but her presence was far from absent. She was actively involved on the bench and participated in pre-game warm-ups, demonstrating her commitment to the team. Despite being unable to compete, Clark has maintained a close connection with her teammates and coaches, engaging in discussions and offering support. Her role as a leader persists, even from the sidelines. In a heartwarming moment captured before the game in Minneapolis, Clark interacted with young fans near the Fever's bench, playfully encouraging them to cheer for Indiana. This interaction, filled with smiles and laughter, underscored her impact on the WNBA's audience and her ability to connect with supporters. The Fever's recent performance has been challenging, with 4 losses in their last 5 contests, tightening the race for the final playoff berth. Clark's absence has undoubtedly placed additional pressure on the roster, as her scoring and playmaking were crucial for the team's offensive balance. Head coach Stephanie White has focused on defensive consistency and team discipline to compensate, but the margin for error is slim. With limited regular season games remaining, each game is critical for securing a postseason spot. While the team hasn't provided a definitive timeline for Clark's return, her potential presence in the playoffs remains a significant factor. The organization is prioritizing her long-term health, recognizing her immense value to the franchise's future. Clark's influence extends beyond statistics. She has been instrumental in driving record attendance and elevating the national profile of both the Fever and the WNBA. Even while injured, her ability to generate interest and inspire fans is remarkable. For the Fever, her recovery is central to their postseason aspirations. While her on-court contributions are irreplaceable, her sideline presence provides energy and strengthens the bond with the fan base. The team's playoff hopes hinge on collective performance, with the prospect of Clark's return offering an additional layer of motivation. Fans are inspired by Clark's dedication despite her injury, seeing her sideline presence as a sign of her leadership. The team's performance without her is a major talking point among league followers. And that wraps up our deep dives for today, but we've still got a rapid-fire recap and all the ways you can stay connected. That's a wrap on today's breakdown. We saw Caitlin Clark unveil her official logo, signaling a massive brand expansion. We also got updates on her health, with the star player continuing to recover and ruled out of a key game. In a concerning development, a stalker targeting Clark has been sentenced to prison for his harassment. And finally, we saw how the Indiana Fever are battling for playoffs, with Clark inspiring from the sidelines during her recovery. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the Roger Report for all your essential updates, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to follow us on all our social media channels for more exclusive content. We'll see you next time.